Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're doing something really cool. We're decoding a secret language. But it's not some ancient script. It's a language spoken entirely in hidden signals by your very own body. We're going to step away from those dry, boring, clinical textbook facts and discover a genuinely empowering way to understand our reproductive health. Because honestly, by just paying a little attention to these intricate details, you're going to gain some profound knowledge about your health and your fertility.
Okay, let's dive into this. The core idea here is that ovulation isn't just a basic biological process. It's literally a language our body speaks. Think about it. Every single month, the body goes through this meticulous, precise journey. It sends out these hidden signals, kind of like quiet whispers, telling us exactly what's happening on the inside. So we're shifting our perspective today. When we learn to actually decipher these signals, we aren't just memorizing biology. We're engaging in this intimate, really empowering dialogue with our own bodies. And in doing so, we gain incredible insight into our overall health.
Which brings us to Section 1. What exactly is ovulation?
So, ovulation is a highly specific, singular moment in time. It's the exact point when a mature egg is officially released from the ovary. And once it's released, this egg begins its big, critical journey down the fallopian tube, primed and totally ready for fertilization. Now, what's absolutely vital to remember here is that this remarkable event happens only once per menstrual cycle. It is the starring role, the absolute centerpiece that sets the entire stage for fertility for that given month.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the dramatic biological contrast. It really is all about timing. You see, an egg only lives for a very brief 12 to 24-hour window after being released. Just one day. But on the flip side, sperm can survive inside the body for up to 5 whole days. 5 days! This contrast is literally the key to understanding fertility. It perfectly explains why your fertility window isn't just one single day. It actually extends for several days before the actual ovulation event even happens, all because the sperm can just wait there for the egg to arrive.
All right, moving on to Section 2, body language and ovulation signs.
You know, your body is just incredibly smart. As ovulation approaches, rising estrogen triggers a really powerful physical clue. Your discharge changes. It actually becomes clear, sticky, and stretchy, honestly exactly like raw egg whites. And this isn't just some random symptom. It's a brilliant biological adaptation that creates the absolute perfect environment for sperm to swim and reach the egg easily. You might also notice a mild, sudden pain on one side of your lower abdomen, which is literally your body saying, hey, attention, the egg is ready, along with maybe an increased libido, slight bloating, or a bit of breast tenderness. All of this is completely natural, just your body doing its thing.
Now, once the egg has actually been released, the body shifts gears. It starts producing a completely different hormone called progesterone. And what this does is cause a slight measurable spike in your basal body temperature. But, well, here's the catch. You'll only notice this if you're meticulously measuring your temperature first thing every single morning. This specific temperature change is what we call a retrospective clue, meaning it confirms that the main event has already happened. It doesn't predict that it's coming.
That leads us nicely into Section 3, tools to confirm ovulation.
And this brilliantly illustrates the crucial difference between predicting and confirmation. Look at the left side. Here we have prediction tools, like those home ovulation tests that measure the LH hormone. Think of these like an alarm clock, warning you that ovulation is approaching within the next 24 to 36 hours. But then, over on the right, we have confirmation tools, things like basal body temperature tracking, progesterone blood tests, and medical ultrasounds. These don't predict the future. They act as your confirmation. They tell you definitively, yes, the ovulation process has successfully wrapped up. Each tool has its own very specific, powerful role to play.
Okay, Section 4, the fertility window and the golden period. So here is a highly actionable, super easy math formula to help you find your golden window. We like to call it the -14 days rule. Basically, you start by looking ahead to the expected start date of your next period, and you just count backward by 14 days. So, for example, if you typically have a 28-day cycle, counting back 14 days puts your estimated ovulation right at day 14. Simple, right? But if your cycle is a bit longer, let's say 30 days, counting back 14 days means ovulation is probably happening around day 16. Now, just a quick reminder, this is just an estimate, but it is a fantastic, empowering starting point for anticipating those highly fertile days leading right up to and including the big day of ovulation. Let's look at Section 5, when to consult a doctor.
So the crucial point is this. Silence is also a message. If your cycle is highly irregular, or if you're noticing a consistent absence of any of those ovulation whispers we've been talking about for several consecutive months, well, your body is flagging something for your attention. There could be underlying causes that just need to be addressed, and consulting a doctor in these scenarios isn't just an option, it's the right step. It's a completely non-judgmental, deeply empowering move to truly understand what's happening and to get the medical support you might need. Remember, knowledge truly is power.
Wow, we have covered some incredible ground today, haven't we? We've transformed complex biology into a pretty clear roadmap. Because understanding ovulation is so much more than just gathering information. It's about actively engaging in a lifelong dialogue with yourself. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with this question to think about. Moving forward, what specific body signal will you pay more attention to? Keep listening to those whispers, stay curious about your health, and definitely use this knowledge to empower yourself every single month.